Put the money in the big black bag.
Yo. How are we doing today, family? Sorry for the delay. I've had the worst day ever, but we are here. I hope everyone is feeling good. I hope everyone is excited today. We're gonna go for a few hours today, guys. Welcome to the space. I can already see some new faces in here that I've not seen in here before, or that haven't come up and spoken before. So I'll be touching in on you guys shortly. Guys, please retweet the space. I know we changed the time, so everybody may not know that we have started. So please retweet the space so everybody will know that we are here and we're in the house. Um, and everybody can lock in, guys. Okay, we should have Lamido coming in today as well. He did say that he's going to be coming today. May possibly have Omikami Dad and a few others. Definitely going to have Crypto G, I reckon. So yeah, we're going to have a really good space today, guys. So yeah, let's lock in. Anybody want to come up and say hello? Please feel free. And we can get started. Carter, how you doing, my boy? Carter in the house. Best Cami, Panna, Charles, Fawad, Alexander, L, uh, Exama. Is it Exama or Zama? Let me just think about how you spell Xavier. So it'd be Exama. Yeah, there we go. Mr. Omi, Xavi, Cami, Ramis, Daniel Webb, and Reagan. We actually had Nikki in here, I saw, but I think she has left now. Hopefully, Nikki comes back. I'd love to speak to Nikki and get her thoughts on the Omikami ecosystem, see why she's decided to join us. But yeah, guys, we've had a great day. We've had a great week, I would say. Obikami, we've dropped down a little bit from now, but the whole market is looking absolutely terrible. We did get a nice juicy pump, guys. So I'm sure your wallets were looking nice and juicy, nice and healthy. We have dropped down now since then, but I'm pretty sure that things will turn around again soon. I think the whole market is on a proper downturn at the minute, but I do think it's going to be a random flash and things will turn around again. So don't get disheartened. Don't, I know some of us are putting in money that we don't have, or putting in money that we can't necessarily afford to lose. And I get that. No matter how much you say don't afford more than you can afford to lose, people will still always invest more than they can afford to lose. So, and I get it. We're here, we're chasing our dreams, and we're trying to create financial or generational wealth. So it's understandable. But if you have invested more than you can afford to lose, which I think people don't talk directly to people like that often. I think people just say don't invest what you can't afford to lose. But if you're really trying to change your life, a lot of the time you just will invest more than you can afford to lose. It's natural. It's just what you will do. So if you have done that, guys, don't feel disheartened. Don't feel as though you're wasting your money or wasting your time. You know, just sit back and relax. If you can't buy anymore, just relax, just chill, and let it come back to you, because it will indeed come back to you, guys. So don't overthink. Don't look at your wallet too often, because that will make you make rash decisions, like I keep saying. So just chill out and relax, and watch the market turn around, because it will. Again, this isn't new. Okay, this happens all the time. This has happened in almost every single cycle. We've taken a nasty dip right before the biggest bull run ever. So, and again, I think this will be the biggest bull run we've ever had thus far. So, don't get shaken out, don't get frightened, don't get scared seeing your money drop below what it may have been previously, or below the lower low it had before. It's okay. Just relax and let it happen. All right. There's nothing you can do about it. Just relax, let it happen. And if you can, and only if you can, add to your bag. Do not feel pressured to add to your bag because you hear other people saying that they're adding to their bag, or because you see other people adding to their bag, or you see buys on the Amikami account, stuff like that. Don't force yourself. If all you can do is hold for now, just hold. You don't have to buy anymore if you can't afford it. Don't force yourself into it. What you have is okay. Even if you got 10,000 on Mikami, it's okay, because if you hold for long enough, you will become financially free, and that's 100%. So just relax, take it easy, chill out, be happy with what you have, be glad for life, be happy about things that you already have in your life. And if you can, and on payday, or when you get a little bit of money, just dollar cost average in. If you've got $20 you're putting in, or $30 you're putting in, put 10 and 10 and another 10. Obviously, I know that the ETH fees, they may not be that straightforward, but just do what you can do. Just put what you can and relax. Okay, always keep a little bit of money in your ETH wallet. If you've got $100 in your ETH wallet, Then put 100. Then if you got $100 in your ETH wallet, then swap maybe 25. Keep the rest in your ETH. Relax, chill out. Or in your your USD wallet, or whatever it may be. Just chill out. And just let it be. And then when you see a bigger dip, maybe add another 25. There is no rush, and there's no right or wrong way to really do this. The only wrong way is to sell at a low point, thinking that you're going to watch the market and catch the market and buy in even lower. A lot of the time, that's how a lot of people get liquidated. So don't think you can sell your bags and then wait for it to go down and then buy in again. Now, you may be able to do that. Some of us can. Some people do. Traders can do these things. But if you're not someone that has been experienced in doing these things, that is a very risky thing to do, especially if you are planning to, especially if you got a really small bag and you're trying to hold on to it and wait for you to get to a certain point. Just chill out, sit back, go to the gym. If you can't go to the gym or you can't afford to go to the gym, that's okay as well. Start a workout routine at home, because self-help is very important. Wake up, you do 100 push-ups, 20 push-ups, 50 push-ups, however many you can manage. And then the next week, you maybe up it by 5. And you just keep doing that. You know what I mean? You just take your time. Ladies, you do some squats, you do some leg raises, you know. Just take your time and focus on yourself. You do not have to overthink. The market is low. Bitcoin is dropping. Ethereum is dropping. XRP is dropping. Everything is dropping. There is nothing that isn't dropping at the minute, unless it's a stable coin. Okay, so there's nothing we can do about it. So just chill out and relax. Things will indeed turn around. I can absolutely guarantee it. Also, guys, if you haven't seen Carter's last video, please go and check it out on his page. I'm actually gonna post it on the. Actually, Carter, if you can, bro, if you can just post your video underneath. Um, if you can post your video underneath the spaces, that would be dope. I've actually posted it on YouTube. I've had to change the music, bro, because they said that it was copyright, so I've had to change the music. But I've actually posted it on YouTube. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm actually going to post my YouTube link as well underneath the video, underneath the space. So if you guys want to watch it on YouTube, feel free to watch it on YouTube. I've kind of changed the music, so I might just put a different spin on things, but it is Carter's video, guys. So if you want to, please make sure that you are liking and retweeting it from his page, because he's doing an absolutely sensational job. Okay, and I just want to keep telling you that, Carter. I know you keep hearing it. I know you've heard it from me. You've heard it from Lamedo. You've heard it from many of us, but I just want to keep telling you myself personally that you are doing an amazing job, and I'm very proud of you, brother. I think you're very talented at what you do, and I'd like you to keep doing the good work, bro. So big you up. 100%. See, Jim Kelly agrees. 100, Jim Kelly, 100%, my brother. 100%. I did actually get a DM from one and only, who sent me a message. He wasn't able to make it in today, but he did send me a nice message, and that he wanted me to share with the community. Just a few bits and pieces, nothing too crazy, but I will share that a bit later on when we get a little bit more people in here. Give it an hour or so, and then I'll share what he said to us. But it's a really blessed time, because we have contact with our number 1 holder, and we also have contact with our number 10 holder, who is, I think, Crypto Savage, who has, I think, changed his name to Matt Cammy. I think it is. I'm not sure. But when he's in here, I get him to come up and say hello. But we have contact with some of our top holders, guys, and there's not many cryptocurrencies or communities that are able to speak with the holders that are at the very top of the food chain. It doesn't happen often. I myself have never witnessed it, to be honest. I've never actually witnessed this. I've never been able to speak to any crypto that I hold. I've never been able to speak to the number 1 holder ever. So I want you to keep that, bear that in mind, because that is a serious thing. And I got, I've got a lot of time for that. I respect that a lot. And I think that's a very unique selling point for Omikami, guys. So keep retweeting each other's videos, keep speaking to each other underneath each other's posts. Just keep locking in with each other, guys. We are doing an expert job, and crypto cult communities often succeed. We really, really, really do, because the community is the core of what creates the success in the coin. Of course, we need big buys and stuff like that, but we also need a sturdy base of people who are willing to hold, of course, take their profits, but who believe in this coin in the long term. And this is what we have here, guys. So this isn't something to let go of. All right. So please just bear that in mind. Now, I would love to get a few people up here. Best Cammy, how you doing, my boy? Let me know if you want to come up and say hello. Carter, let me know if you want to come up and say hello. Ivana, it's always lovely to see the icon and your name in our crypto space. Please come up and say hello if you so see fit. I can see that you have a verification mark on your name. I'm not sure if did you have that before, or am I going crazy? Hi, Ivana, how you doing?
Hello, everyone. I hope you are well. I'm good. How are you?
Not too bad. I'm not too bad. I'm not too bad. It's nice to hear your voice.
Thank you. Likewise.
So with your verification, did you have this before, or did you recently get one?
I received this one as a gift, and I'm so thankful. Yes.
Wow! What? That's amazing. When was this?
I don't know exactly, maybe like 10 days ago. I was on one of your spaces. I don't
Mm,
remember which one exactly. And I just saw like your profile is being verified, and I fell asleep. I didn't understand actually what's going on.
yeah.
And in the next few days, I saw my badge and I was in awe, like, wow.
Wow. Oh my God. Congratulations. Well
Thank
deserved, Ivana. Well
you.
deserved. I'm very, very proud of you. That's amazing. So we've got another person that's now been verified, guys. Can you believe what's happening? And I think it's been paid for the year. So you're gonna have that for the year.
Yeah, yeah.
That is absolutely amazing. So we've got check marks being gifted out. We've got Ivana's got one, Carter's got one, Blouse has got one, and so have I. So guys, these things are being given out. If anyone else has received a check mark via gift, please do come up and share with us. We'd love to hear about when you realized you had it or when you actually got it. Because I think this is amazing. Again, this is something I've never witnessed in the community before. Have you seen anything like this, Ivana?
No, no. And whoever is giving this to us and whoever is giving people Omikami and Ryujin, for sure they must be great. And I want to thank them because indeed this is something really generous and something so powerful because now when we appear to the other people, we appear with those blue badges, right? Which
Yep,
still gives us some kind of credibility within the others and also shares our beliefs and motivation, you know?
100%. I do believe the check mark does add just that little bit of pizzazz to your account. I think it does just add that, okay, that person's, I mean, if you don't have the check mark, it doesn't really make a difference in terms of who you are or what you do. It's just nice to see aesthetically.
True.
Uh, yeah, it's just nice to see aesthetically. And guys, so, if you're not encouraged, guys, you are in, and I'd like to encourage you to just keep posting, reposting, finding little bits of information if you can. If you can't, it's okay. Repost, comment, and just connect with the community because there is no telling who is going to get a check mark next. But it seems like there is this thing of giving it out to people who they think or whoever thinks is well deserving in our community. So guys, keep working, and I do believe that more check marks will 100% be given out. Um, Carter, how you doing, my boy?
Hey yo, Glitch, broski. How you doing, bro?
I'm good, brother. I'm good. Yourself?
Yeah, I'm good. What have you been doing to the blockchain lately?
There's so many glitches, isn't it?
Yeah, Omikami price has been glitching since. Like what's
Glitching.
happening?
Oh mate, it's crazy. And but you know what? Glitches are usually a sign of what's to come. I believe. I think glitches are a sign
Yeah,
of what's
yeah,
to come, or even a fraction of what's to come. I don't really know necessarily what causes these glitches. I don't know if it's just a blockchain error or the numbers being getting mixed up or something like that. I'm not quite sure, but it's definitely a sign of what's to come. I believe.
yeah. It is, it is. But when they get so much, it starts getting nah. So much.
Yeah, it can become a bit overwhelming.
Yeah, over. Yeah.
Yeah, it can
So
become a bit.
you mentioned that you had a like bad day or something. Hope it's not something serious.
No, it wasn't much serious. It's just a lot of traveling. I went to go look at a because obviously I'm in the trade, so I do construction. So I do extensions, loft conversions, tiling, painting, electrics, you name it, we do it. Got a small team and we do things around London and just the outskirts of London as well. And I went to go look at a job today, which was about an hour and a half away from where I actually am. So I was just traveling there was a bit difficult, and then when I arrived there, it took me quite some time. I did some measurements, did pictures, videos, planning of what we're going to be doing in the property. It took me some time on the site, and then and then getting back took me a little bit longer than the hour and a half getting there. So it was a bit difficult going back, and then I had to go to my mom's, help her do some shopping because I'm my mom's carer. So I care for her like, 75% of my time. So I just a quick shop for her, get some fruits and stuff, because I've actually got her fasting, which is kind of helping her health. So I had to buy specific things. So then I had to go and pick up some stuff, and then after that, I then had to get home, which was getting home was a little bit long. So it was difficult, but I was rushing home to come back because I know that I was a bit late for the spaces, and I kind of wanted to start as soon as possible. So that was kind of why my day was horrible, but it could have been worse. So it's okay.
No, but bless you, you're doing a great job because, for me, I only work 5 days a week, 9 to 5, and I still sometimes find myself to be too tired for anything else. I just want to sleep. So last night,
Yes.
I basically slept for 11 hours. I was calculating when I went to bed and when I woke up. And of course, I woke up without alarm at 6, 7 in the morning, and I was find
Oh
myself on my
gosh.
phone. And then I just continued to sleep, so
Yeah.
I can really understand how it is, and I really want like one big, big, big applause for Glitch. Where is
Oh,
it?
thank
Let me
you.
see it. Here.
There you go. Thank you so much, Ivana. I appreciate you.
Welcome.
Appreciate you, darling. Thank you.
Yeah,
But
Glitch is the best, man. And Ivana, congratulations on your blue check mark. It was
Thank
really well
you.
deserved.
yep,
Thank you,
yep, yep.
Yep.
Carter.
Big congrats. Big congrats. I think there's gonna be a few more given out, I really do. I do think this is just the beginning. There's definitely gonna be a couple more given out because I think there's a few members in the community that do go hard and they haven't received it just yet. So I think it's only a matter of time before a few more are handed out. I think it's gonna be really interesting to see, during this period over the next 3 to 4 months, how many check marks are actually given out. You know what I mean? So it's gonna be really cool.
Yeah, yeah. Tomolo's got one as well.
Who?
Tomolo's. Tomelos.
Oh yeah, Tomilos. Yes, he did as
Yeah,
well, didn't he?
yeah, he did.
Yes, I
I think
remember.
like last week or so.
Yes, 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 absolutely. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So look at that. It's just happening, guys. It's happening right in front of our eyes, man. We've got, we're in a community that's it's so different to anything else we've ever seen. So stay locked in, guys. Please stay locked in.
But I was thinking to pay for one, and I was like, no,
So
it's
was
better to
I.
give that money to Omikami than to buy a blue check mark.
Yes. Oh my god. I literally, I think maybe like 2 weeks before I got mine, I literally sat there because they were doing like this premium offer where they like dropped the price from what it was. I can't remember what the price difference was, but it maybe like $5 or $6 price difference. And I was looking at it and I was like, should I just pay for this a month? Should I just get it? Because it would just look so cool. Like, should I
Mm.
do it? Should I do it? Should I do it? And I was like, okay, let me just come back to it. Let me just come back to it. And then look, I was just like, boom, my account was being verified. I was like, what the hell? I didn't. And I was trying to remember, did I go through with that? Did I actually do it or did I not do it? And then I was like, yeah, no, I didn't do it because I checked my account and everything. And I was like, wow, it's
Yeah,
crazy.
glitch. Exactly. Something like that happened to me too. So the time I wanted to post my second video, the one that
Mm-hmm.
was like well above 3 minutes, because X
Mm-hmm.
wouldn't allow you to post something that is more than 2 minutes if you don't have the blue check mark.
Yeah.
So when I wanted to post it, I saw that I couldn't post it, so I checked the price of getting a blue check mark. When I saw $11 per month, man, I said no, no, I'm not doing this.
Yep,
And
yep, yep.
yeah, no, I couldn't per month. Then for a year was like well above 100 and something dollars. No, I was like, no, where would I even get the money to be sponsoring a blue check mark? Then all of a
Yeah.
sudden, I got the blue
Blue.
check mark the next that same week. So yeah, God works in
Crazy.
mysterious ways, man.
Crazy. Crazy. It's almost like our minds are being read. It's so crazy, man. It's crazy, but we're grateful, man. We're grateful.
So
Um,
someone is watching us.
yes, hundred
Yep.
percent, hundred
I've
percent.
I've never seen a community where blue check marks are being handed out. It's crazy.
Ever. Crazy, crazy, crazy. How are you, Fawad?
I'm doing great, man. How are you?
Yeah, man. I'm not too bad. I'm not too bad. Just cracking on, man. Getting things done as much as I possibly can, brother.
Good to hear.
How's your day
It's
been?
been good. Just chilling and just just dollar cost averaging in on Omikomi and Ryujin a bit as
Yeah,
well. and
Yeah,
just chilling, stacking my bags, and
exactly. See, that's the mindset, bro.
just
Stack your bags.
watching the space, and just participating in this lovely community.
Exactly, bro. Sick. And that's really that's the energy and that's the plan, bro. That's how we build wealth, you know. When
Definitely.
others are scared, that's when you're diving in head first, you know. And the other rule applies when everybody's excited and happy, which is the hardest thing to do, which I think is harder to sell when everybody's like, it's gonna go higher, it's gonna go
Yes.
higher.
Oh yes,
Yeah,
100%. I
it's
had
even
my
harder
fair
to sell at
share.
that point. Yeah,
I had my experience with that as well, and yeah, and I learned from that as well. So
absolutely. Absolutely. You know, when it's low like this, it's still hard to buy because you're like, oh, it's gonna go down. But it's easier because at least you know you're getting more for your money. You know,
yeah,
so the balance is just being able to sell and take profits. And this is why I keep mentioning the plan. If you have a plan, you know that when you hit this price point, no matter what, you have to take a certain amount of profits out
yeah,
because
man.
even if
Take
it goes higher after, at least you got your profits. It doesn't matter.
100. I cannot stress that enough, man. I mean, like
Yeah,
it might seem like it's nothing, but you just gotta have a plan. It
yeah,
it's not even a question, like I have a plan. Just trust me on this. Like
yeah.
for anybody who's listening and still doubting, please just make a plan. Make a profit target plan.
Yes, sir. 100%. You heard forward, guys. Make a profit, make a plan.
Guys, what do you think about the market lately?
I think, well, I mean, everything is pretty much crashing, but I mean, like if you look at Omikami and um, like if you look at Omikami and Ryujin, I mean, like they're also fluctuating, but they're not fluctuating as much as the rest of the crypto market does.
Mm.
I mean,
Yeah, that's true. That's very true. And the
they're
one
still
would think
pretty
that,
stable.
sorry.
Oh, I said they're still pretty stable.
Oh yeah, yeah. They are. They really are. One would think that the crypto summit that was held was it last night, that it will really make a reversal in the market, but it turns out it didn't even do nothing. And what people tend to
Hmm.
do is that they underestimate, no, they overestimate the short term in the crypto market and they underestimate the long term. So people would they actually expecting something to happen immediately, but most likely that's not what's going to happen. Most of the effects are going to be seen in the long term. You know, so a lot of people were disappointed by what happened in the crypto summit. I don't know if you guys watched some of it. Did you hear the news?
I watched it partially.
Yeah, I didn't hear the news. Do you mind telling us what you gathered from that, Carter?
Yeah. So what I got from there basically was David Sachs, the crypto czar. He was talking about us them not using. Okay, so they said that we were not going to use uh, any crypto taxpayers' money to buy uh, for the Bitcoin for the digital asset stockpile. So they said they were not going to use any crypto any taxpayers' money to buy. But they said that any digital asset that has been seized or confiscated, that they're gonna use it. Man, I'm not sure. I think I'm getting it wrong, but basically, what they were trying to say was that they're not going to be spending any money to buy any digital assets or stockpile, but they're going to make a strategic Bitcoin reserve. You know, but then yeah, I'm getting it wrong. Sorry, guys. I'll have to check back just to make sure I'm not
Okay.
giving the wrong information. Yeah, but
No
it
worries.
wasn't. It wasn't what people expected generally. That's the summary of it.
I think that's why it had the reverse effect of what people thought it would have on the market.
Exactly. And Bitcoin dipped down more. It went down more. So
Yeah, it did. Yeah, 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 yeah. But you know, these are the times. If you're scared, when I watch some of these crypto millionaires or YouTubers that make videos, you know, they're like if you feel fear right now, this is the time to buy. And that's all I keep hearing. This is the time to buy because they are confident that this is not going to be here for long. This is just how what's happened in 2017, I think maybe 2021, and I think what's now happening in 2025. It's just standard bull run procedures, guys. Literally, it's here to shake you out and get some of these smaller hands out the pie, so that the big boys can come in and take your position. And you know, if you don't have a lot of money to play with, this is when you want to sit still and relax so that you can turn your couple of grand or couple of hundreds into, five figures, six figures, and possibly even seven figures. So, it's possible. Don't think these things are not possible because it's very hard to imagine yourself going from $500 to 500K. It's very difficult to imagine that, if you've never seen any of that kind of money before. But if you look at some of the stories that are in crypto, people have done it time and time again. Sometimes it took years, sometimes it took months, and sometimes it took weeks. Sometimes it took days. So it's these things are possible. These things are happening. I remember in the last space I did, I spoke to Omikami Prince, and he broke down the Shiba Inu ratio and the kind of money that people made. And you literally could have gone from $1 to 1 million.
Yeah, that was a crazy time, man.
Crazy time.
Crazy time. Like, can you imagine that? Just investing $1 and then just waking up to 1 million.
It's a
That's
dream. It's
insane.
literally a dream. It's a
That
dream.
is that is the dream.
Literally, that is
Hey
the
guys,
dream.
how you doing?
$100 turns to 100 mil. It's like
That's
it's almost too much
crazy.
money. It's crazy. It's crazy what's possible in this community, in this industry. And I don't think these price pumps are going to happen forever. I think this may be the last bull run, possibly maybe 2030, but I think this may be the last bull run with possibilities of 2030 being that you're able to put a couple $100 into something and turn it into six figures to seven figures. I think this
Yeah,
is because cryptocurrency is now getting saturated. There's a lot more cryptocurrencies, which means that the capital is now getting separated and split up into various different shit coins, and obviously some are blue chips, but there's so many cryptos out there now that the money's so saturated, it's not being pumped directly into one area anymore. It's being spread out so many different ways. So now it's going to be hard to get the gains that you would have got in 2021, 2017, and so on and so forth. So these are the last times, guys, and
yeah,
then I do believe that in the 2030s, crypto is going to become similar to the stock market. It may still be able to make a lot more money than the stock market in a short period of time, but it's slowly going to become like the stock market because things are going to be regulated, and things are going to change. So I think this is the last sort of decade, or half a decade that we've got left to create the generational wealth that we want to create.
yeah. I believe so as well, man. And I think the crypto summit is basically has been the start of regulations that are on the horizon.
Yes,
So,
yes, sir.
like for everybody who's in, just lock in, man.
Hey
Yeah,
guys, can I
Lock
ask
in
you
at this
one
point in time.
100% forward.
I,
Uh,
I
John,
don't mean to, I
John
don't mean
Cammy, how
to,
you doing, my brother?
yeah, how you doing? Good. I don't mean to cut you off, but
No,
I
bro,
heard
speak to me.
early, I heard earlier you say you think the market's gonna go up on the 25th.
Yes,
Okay, I agree with you 100%.
yes.
Uh, if
Why specifically?
because I've been here around for a while, so I've been watching this, and I have my charts here for like 6 years.
Oh wow.
So
So
if
you've
you
been
look,
here since 2017, right?
yeah,
Okay.
17, yeah.
Yeah.
So if you look back, March 2021, today's the 9th, we were down. So in the 25th of March 2021, that's when we started pumping. That's when Ethereum started pumping.
Mm.
So I
Okay.
believe we can have a run all the way to May when it can drop again.
Mm,
It's,
mm.
it's gonna it's gonna be crazy. It's gonna be pumps and dumps. But I
Yeah.
think this bull market is gonna be all the way to 2021, 2029.
You
But
think so?
yeah, pumps and dumps.
Damn, 2029 is crazy.
Yeah, I say this is. But remember, this is the beginning of crypto, so we
Mm,
gotta adopt it. We can't be dumping it to like 2017, 2018. That's not gonna happen.
mm.
I don't. In my opinion, I don't see it that way.
Do you think
Well, man, how are we doing today?
Hey man,
we good, Matt? We good, Matt. Nice to have you as my brother.
It's good, glitch.
that's my belief.
Yeah, yeah. I
Hey,
think.
just so that everybody knows, I'm Crypto Savage, guys. I just changed my name to Matt Kami because Metal gave me the smart idea to put my name in there. Okay. Uh,
Okay, okay, okay. Yeah, I thought so. I saw that earlier. I did tell everybody that you've now
That's good
changed
to
to
know.
Crypto Savage early, to Matt Cammy earlier.
yeah,
But
yeah.
yeah, there. John Cameron was saying something important. So yeah, so you think, John? So you think from the
Yes,
25th of May, you think things are going to turn around a little bit?
yeah, we can pump. Look, I've seen this many times. We pump in March and May. We dump all the way sometimes to June.
Mm,
In June 20 something, 25th, 22, we'll start pumping again.
mm.
And then
So
I just go, who knows, all the way to November. Who knows?
wow.
And in November they can dump.
Yeah.
And then
And
they'll do the same thing over and over and over again. It's
mm.
just repeating the same thing.
These dumps, obviously, you can never predict them. Do you think these
I
dumps will
don't
be
I really
crazy
don't do
dumps?
I really don't do I really don't use any tools that it has to do with charge and stuff like that. You know how they got all these MSI and all these crazy tools? I
Mm.
don't use none of that. I
Okay,
go by days and by looking at it.
okay, okay.
That's it. That's it. I don't people could say whatever, but in 2021 I was in a group with 7 people and I keep telling everybody it's gonna dump in May. It's gonna dump. And everybody was laughing about it. Guess what? I'm by myself because they didn't like it that I called it. And now they're gone.
Wow, wow. I mean,
So
if we had if we do have a bull run that lasts a few years, a lot of millionaires will be made.
this is gonna be. I think it's gonna be a long, crazy ride. So get used to the dump. Get used to the 40% dump. Now
Mm,
77%. It was the last one that it did in 2021. Bitcoin has not done one, but it can do it later on in December.
mm, wow.
And then when we recover 2026, it'll be like a bear market, and it'll go up, little by little, and then start. By the time we hit 2029, man, it's gonna be like whoever didn't got in now,
Yeah, it's
they're
crazy.
late. That's the late. Like, you're still early.
Do you think when we get back, say like 2029, going into 2030, and we're in a bear market again, do you think we can see Bitcoin dropping down to maybe $40,000 again? Those kind of regions. Do you see that happening ever?
I can tell you my belief, and my belief is because of chain link. Chain link is the big boy. Anybody can just throw whatever at me. They can argue, but it's all there in Google. You can Google it.
Yeah.
That's the big boy. That's the big boy. I believe that one time all this Michael's strategy you seen it with Sergey. You think he's not buying Link? Honestly, you guys think he's not buying Link?
Yeah, I
If
can see them buying
if
that.
if the Link is the new game, the DeFi, and it's done to Chainlink.
Mm.
Everybody has to buy Chainlink to do DeFi, to do smart contract. That's
Well,
the prophecy. That's the real prophecy.
okay, okay,
You know what I mean? You,
okay.
they have to, no matter what.
Do you think there will be or will ever be
They'll,
some sort
they'll
of
sell
partnership?
Bitcoin for Link.
Yeah, I could see that happening, even just for the possible gains that Chainlink can give them. But do you
Listen,
think
I don't.
Omikami and Chainlink have any kind of possible partnerships in the future?
No, they already plugged.
Okay.
They already plugged because Omikami is using DeFi Web3
Uh-huh.
decentralization. That's all Chainlink. Look it
Okay.
up. Chainlink is the plug to everybody.
I feel
Chainlink
you.
is the provider. You have Bitcoin, you got Ethereum, and I don't know. There's three. I know there's three. You can look it up. And then around there, you have Chainlink. So anything that it comes out from Bitcoin to and Ethereum goes through Chainlink, and from Chainlink it goes global. That's how.
I feel you,
Like,
bro.
there's no any other providers. XRP could say, "Oh, I'm the big boy transaction DeFi." No, you're not. And all these news that you guys are seeing about XRP being with Chainlink, and that's old. That's old.
Hey, can
There's
y'all hear me now?
there's 2,500.
Yeah, we can hear you, Matt. Was that Matt?
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. No, I was
yeah.
just
Yeah, we can
I
hear
was
you.
talking earlier, and then I guess you guys didn't hear me, so I was just making sure.
Yeah, yeah, we can hear you now, my bro.
Hey, but to
There's,
add to that, John, like this is for everyone, and this is my theory just based on what happened with this last project. So May it went up like to 10B, right? Then we had that big dip which dropped like 80% all the way down to 1B. And then October is when you seen that big pump, which I feel like we're gonna see a recap of that, you know? That's what I believe.
Mm.
well, after remember after June, it's all bullish. So that falls in there too, like October, September.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah, yeah. That's what I'm
it
saying
falls
though.
on
Like
that
I
and
feel
that
like
too. You know, yeah.
yeah, I feel like by end of year we might see like that big
Yeah.
pump. You know what I'm saying? I don't think it's gonna happen very soon, but I believe I think we're gonna repeat the same thing that happened with Sheba. That's what I believe. I mean, I don't
Yeah,
know, but
I do think over the next few months we're gonna go back to the all-time high eventually, and then I think from the end of the year we're gonna see us go to the next phase or to the next levels. I think that's
Let me
definitely
take
possible.
let me take one here. Okay.
To be honest, I don't think we're ever going to see Bitcoin levels below 60K, in my opinion. I think we're basically past that point. I think like
That's
if you
that's
have,
that's
mm,
my low 60. That's my low.
yeah, I think like if we have a big correction, I think
Yeah, I
what
agree
we
60K
with
would
you.
what we
probably
really
be
need
like
to
the
see,
bottom.
what we really need to see is that 1.9 trillion market cap go straight into Hamakami. Like forget about Bitcoin, bro. They need to dump that
I
whole
That'd
know,
be
right?
1.9
great.
Forget
T
about
into
Bitcoin. It's
Hamakami.
true.
Love to
That
see
is
that.
true. When Bitcoin dumps and May maybe or something, we're gonna pump hard
Yeah,
because I know Bitcoin's gonna dump on May. It has to recover for now, and
Yeah.
it take them like about a month, right? That will put some in April or something, April 15th. And around there, boom, 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 May, I'll start dumping. I've seen it too many times. I don't trust it.
Yes, sir. And I don't know if you guys talked about this earlier, but everything that you're seeing today, my opinion, maybe not factual, but I honestly believe it's just straight manipulation to liquidate everyone that was in those buys.
yeah,
Uh,
I agree.
Yeah,
I
yeah, yeah.
100%,
So
100%,
agree with
today's
100%.
honestly just manipulation, bro. We're gonna see
It
this market
is.
pump back up in the next probably
100%.
week or two.
You're right, 100%, man.
We've seen a lot of manipulation over and over again, so I definitely agree with that. I think that is to shake out a lot of the smaller buyers because I don't think people want to see so many millionaires, get turned overnight, or so many people that become self-sufficient so quickly. I don't think the people at the top want to see that or want that to happen because people still need people to be poor for this world to function in a certain
Yeah, of,
fashion.
of course, and that's
Yeah.
and that's really what's going on. It's like that's why they did so many shakeouts. And I'm telling you guys, like just like add everything up. Last cycle they didn't do as many shakeouts because there weren't that many people into crypto. But now that we have like so many millions of people into crypto, now
Mm.
they really want to shake everybody out. They don't want nobody to get rich, guys, and that's why you just gotta stay strong and keep going, just keep going.
People don't pay attention, but I'll be putting my charge. And I called it. I called it 77. I went to 78. If you guys look at my chart, I made this chart on January 24th, 25th. And that's what and then I put it after because I didn't want to scare people, to be honest with you. I put it after. But I had the proof and the dates when I posted.
Yes,
But now
sir.
that we're talking, it's good because I want people to know this.
Yeah, I
Be
want
careful.
everybody to know that this is just pure manipulation, bro. Like
Yes,
the market, we're not
yes,
in no bear market, guys. We haven't even hit euphoria stage, not even
yeah,
close to it yet.
yes,
So
and that's what I
don't even
want.
think that we're in a bear market yet. You will know when we hit euphoria because that's when everybody's really gonna start dumping all their money into the
This
market,
is
and
a
then
let's just call it a correction. Let's just not say dump because people get scared with dump. That's a correction. That's it. That's all it is.
It's a correction with some manipulation in there.
Yes,
Yeah.
100%.
yes, sir, yes, sir. Hey, I'm gonna go to church. If y'all guys are still in the space, I'll see you later. Okay, love you all,
All
man.
right,
Be
bro.
safe.
Speak to you soon, Matt.
All right, man. Have a good one. Yeah. So yeah, like
Also,
when
Yeah.
all the influences come in, and like when the Coinbase app is the number one app on the App Store and the Play Store, that's when like the top is in.
Wow.
in a
Okay.
bear market, you know what I do? I start doing NFTs in a bear market.
Yeah.
That's what I
Yeah.
do, and I don't really look at it. Do something else. Go to the beach. Go, I don't know, go with your kids. Don't look at it. You have at least 2, 3 months that are gonna be like iffy. They're gonna be like we don't know, but
Yeah.
uh, we kind of know, but we just gotta wait. Really, that's what it's just
So,
a
so John, can I ask a question? So, just to take a leaf out of your book, in a sense, when do you? Because I know Fawad just said when you see Coinbase trading on the App Store number one and stuff is when you know that the top is in. When is a signal for you that the top is in? When do you plan on taking serious profits? At what point?
well, actually, Mikami, I'm going by billions because I can't go by the chart. I'm
Right.
I'm I'm trusting the project that is gonna reach that. But for Mikami, I'll start at 5 billion. I'll take and I'm not selling a lot. I'll probably sell like 2,000, 3,000 links. That's it. I mean Omikami. That's it.
Yeah.
I'm not selling no more than that.
Okay. Okay.
Because and that's maybe because I got I think 142 billions in Brazil.
Oh, that's a good amount.
So that's a good amount. If Brazil goes to zeros, I mean 0.0005, which that's almost equal like $5, which is each billion. So that will give me 142,000 times five. That will give me like 700 and something $1,000.
Yeah.
I'm not selling it all of it either.
Yeah. Yeah. You think
Because
it's it?
look, I'll tell you right now, I'm in the worst situation in my life. I got 4 kids. Two they're older. One was 30. The other was 28. They work and all that. I don't have to worry about those two. So I got 12 and a three that is not mine. I not with the mother of the baby because that's the same mother of my daughter, but I'm also being the father figure for the 3-year-old. So
Of,
it's basically like mine already.
of course. Big respect to that, by the way.
Yeah. So I'm not working. Um I do seasonal. I do what you do, but it's cold here in Chicago. I live in Chicago. That's the difference. And
Okay.
there's not too much work. Um, but I save money in the summertime to survive on the winter. So
Okay.
I don't have to work to have money, basically.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
So I
So you,
sustain myself like that. And I
okay.
also put the child support to the side too. You know what I mean? Like if I'm gonna be 6 months working, I'll save a couple G's for that.
For that as well. Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I don't like to be irresponsible. I like to pay my stuff always on time. I don't care who it is.
Yeah.
I, I don't owe nobody. I don't owe banks. I don't. So all this money I make, I don't need to make a lot because I don't owe nobody.
Yeah.
So I don't have.
You're not in any debt.
I'm not in any debt. So I also want to move to Puerto Rico. So it's way cheaper than over here.
Oh yeah,
And
there's no crypto tax in Puerto Rico, is there?
it doesn't matter. Everybody's gonna pay tax in the end of it. Remember, this is that has not been regulated.
Okay. I thought Puerto Rico was one of the countries that don't have crypto tax. Is it not Puerto
For
Rico?
now, yeah, for now, yeah. But you
Okay.
know what? That's a lie because I have a friend over there that I put him on Chainlink,
Okay.
and I also told him about Winkami this vacation that I went over there. So I also put money in the side to take a vacation too when I work.
Yeah.
And
So you,
I told him about Mikami and about Chainlink, and he got both of them. And he told me he was paying taxes. All his
wow.
crypto. I don't know why. He's
But
scared. I think he's scared. It's just he's scared. You don't have to. Because I've been
mm,
in crypto. I haven't paid nothing.
yeah, but I do think depending on where you live, you will, even if you don't pay nothing for a few years, I do think there will come a time where the tax man will knock at your door and say, "Oh, mate,
Yeah, but because how can the government say pay me taxes when it's not regulated? That
yeah,
doesn't make no sense. I don't owe you anything. How can you charge me if it's not legal? How can you charge me of a crime if it's not legal? Well,
yeah,
I will tell the government, you go ahead and regulate it, and you come back and knock at my door, and I'll have your money. But
fair.
for now, I'm not paying anything.
Yeah, I feel you. I think for everyone listening, it would be a good idea when you do take your profits not to spend all of it. Always keep a little bag tucked away. If you're doing what you're doing, paying off your mortgage, sorting out your kids, sorting out whatever you're doing, always keep a nice little couple of grand, 10, 20, 30 grand, just to the side that you're not going to touch, that just in case you, you know, it gets regulated or something happens and you get asked for the money, at least you're not going to be scrambling and have to sell your actual assets that you're holding still. You have that money to say, okay, look, I can use this to pay, even if you have to go on a payment plan.
One more thing, um, I don't think it's a good idea to sell it off because let's say Regine goes to $64, right?
Yeah,
Minus let's say minus um 90% dump in the future, let's say.
yeah,
Dude, that's still $6.40. That's a lot of value still on you
yeah,
on the comic.
yeah. That is a lot of value,
I think about that every day, man. So I really don't think I will sell Mikami at all.
and that's fair enough. I do think some people will definitely still sell because they probably have a
Take
lot of
profit,
equity.
yeah, take profit.
Yeah, you
Listen,
got
all I
interest.
need is like 250K. That's it.
Yeah, yeah,
I go to Puerto Rico, buy me a piece of land. I'm building my own house because I'm bored. I gotta do something.
yeah,
I'm building my own house, and I'll be building in a year. So I got a year to pay for the house and build it however I want. Who knows? Things change. I may take longer. You know what I mean?
yeah.
So I gotta leave it there because staking is gonna be the thing in the future.
That's going to be the passive income stream. Yeah, 100%.
Chainlink has 30% of their token, right? They hold 30%, but it's on staking. They cannot sell it.
Mm,
They cannot sell it. And whatever's out there is out there, 750 million. Because it's just like Omigami, there's only 1 billion. It's gonna go to the decimal. Like one loop, like you're gonna need 0.0001 to buy a car, I believe,
wow.
in the future.
Yeah, yeah. Well, holders prove to do better than traders on a
Yeah,
on a long on a long a longer term time frame.
that's the easy part for me to hold.
Yeah, yeah,
You know
yeah,
what's the hard part? They I will never go up, and you don't have opportunity to make money. But that's not the case. It always goes up and
yeah,
down.
yeah.
So there's
Just
always
like it goes
opportunity.
down, it goes up.
Yeah, it's always opportunity. So just hold. People need to be patient. Like God, like so desperate for money.
Yeah, because
Listen,
some
people,
people do live in parts of the world where this is kind of their only hope.
you want to know about how much I lost? Over $500,000.
Damn, I've lost about in crypto. I've lost about 20 odd grand, and that feels like the end of the world. So I can only imagine losing.
I lost a house that I remodeled, and I had put $40,000 in it in Puerto Rico just because you were the wrong person.
Yeah,
So I'm single right now. I'm 54, and I'm gonna stay like that.
Yeah, but I mean, you got all your kids
I'm gonna
already.
have fun. Don't get me wrong. I like to have fun. I like to party. Look, I'm 54, but I'm open to go out, you know, but not party crazy. You know what I mean? Like more like hang out. I like to go out, basically.
Yeah. You
I
live a
don't have
happy
to go
life.
drinking and get wasted and stupid. You know, I like to go out.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Yeah,
And just to remind everyone, guys, if you haven't retweeted the space, please do so now. It
definitely.
takes a couple of seconds. Please retweet the space so we can get as many of our family in here as physically possible, so that we have a nice, juicy space with many ears that can take in the information and can come up and speak as and when they see fit. We do have a couple new faces in here. Maybe some people have just changed their name or changed their display picture, but still, we've got Daniel Webb, we've got Aiden, Omi Saga, we've got Jace P, we've got AKTJE. I'm not sure how to pronounce that. We've got Cami Star, Cami Dean, Enki Cami, Abilo, Anna, Richie Rich, Mega Explorer, Anakin. So we've got quite a few people in here, guys. Some of those names are people that I haven't spoken to before. So if you'd like to come up and say hello to us, we do love to speak to new individuals that are part of the community. So please feel free, as and when you're ready, to just hit that request to speak, and I can get you on the floor immediately. Just to say a big hello to Meme J up north. How you doing, Meme J?
Yeah, happy Sunday, my friend and family. Happy Sunday.
Fantastic, thank you, brother. Happy Sunday to you too. How's everything? Good.
Yeah, it was a sunny day up here, and we are really happy because the spring is coming, as I told you earlier. Because
Yeah,
going from this kind of darkness up to light is
yeah,
feeling well.
yeah.
Yeah, it's fantastic. I thank you so much for the space and the energy from your side and the other sides as well. I really appreciate it all the time. I'm in the background. I want to go through a little bit. I look into the trading volume now. Is at 4 million now. It's quite interesting. It's
Yeah.
1,392% up.
Wow.
And because I look into coin market cap since last week also when we pump up a little bit. Yeah, it was that yesterday, Friday, and it's quite interesting to see now. Uniswap is having the most of the trade volume now at 92%. It's quite interesting because I have seen last week BVOX and this Indox. This is the one who have almost 35% each volume of the volume last week, and now suddenly Uniswap is back on 92. And I don't know if you saw, guys, we went up to 65 million today in 1 minute, and suddenly, so perhaps they have swapped some coins back to Uniswap because it's quite strange when you look into the charts.
I think it was a glitch, or at
Yeah, I
least
was just about to
I
say
saw
that.
it as well, and I thought it was a glitch. But
Yeah, I think it may have been a
But
glitch.
at the same time, it's quite strange that Uniswap is having that 3.7 million from all the volume would have been today regarding coin market cap. So it's quite strange that BVOX and that kind of index almost don't have any volume at all today. So yeah, something is happening for sure. Could be a glitch, but it's quite strange when you look into the charts there.
Something is interesting. Something interesting is definitely
Yeah,
happening.
yeah,
Something that has interesting has been afoot for quite some time, actually. To be fair.
yeah. Is something with the Uniswap. Perhaps they're preparing OmiSwap and having something together with Uniswap there.
Yeah. Wow.
We're getting closer, guys. And
We
also,
are.
I have to add also, guys, all of you, including myself, this is the new era of crypto. We are in the beginning of the new era of crypto. And that's mean nobody can stop this era. So the time is really, really fantastic to launch this kind of project. So we are unstoppable, guys, because that that through life, all this life, what we have lived, each of one of us, The timing is so important in life and in business too. So we have the right timing now to go to the fucking moon for sure.
Definitely.
Cherish this moment, because this
Yeah,
whole thing is a once in a lifetime
yeah,
experience. You will
yeah.
not see a project like this ever again.
I feel in that to my friend as well, because the journey again. We have to remind ourselves the most interesting about life is the journey. And
Exactly.
can you imagine all of us that we are in a project which will make history, and we are included in that,
Yeah,
together with the beginning of the crypto era, because we can remind everybody in the future. We were sitting in the first wagon. We went in there, and it was in the first fucking wagon in the beginning of the crypto era, guys.
yeah.
This should be give us sleepless night with a smile on our faces, for sure.
Absolutely, absolutely. I keep saying that we're in a golden age, and even like John Cami just said, he believes that we're actually going to have an extra long crypto bull run, which I also agree with. So
Yeah,
a lot of millionaires will 100% be made this cycle, guys. So it's just about how you hold your bags and how confident you are in your investment.
and we can come back to that as well. We can fill in that. I don't know how many percentage of the world population, if there are 4 or 6 or 7, or who's into crypto now. But can you imagine, like a couple of months, a half year from now, when they're coming in trillions and trillions of dollars into the meme and crypto market from all these kind of areas around the world? Come on,
It's gonna
this
be
will
mind. It's
be
gonna be
massive.
absolutely mind blowing. That's what it's
Yeah.
gonna be. One
So we're
hundred
going to
percent.
the green paradise for sure, and there will be a hell of a amount of fun to traveling with you guys. So yeah, and thank you for the spaces again, Glitch. You are fantastic, and all of you,
Absolutely,
the
brother.
family members as well. I'm proud to be one of you guys. Thank you.
Absolutely, brother. Thank you so much, Beam J. You and me both, brother. You and me both.
Put the money in the big black bag.